Hello, everybody, and welcome to another week of the Mr. Phil Show. I'm your co-host, Mary Frost, and I'm really excited this week because we have two guests to bring to you tonight when we usually do one. So it's going to be like a hurry up, let's squish this in. But listen, you're going to get a lot of interesting ideas and interesting things that you can maybe do around the neighborhood, around our area, around the Hudson Valley area, because that's exactly what we like to do. And before we get all that kicked off and all that started, I would like to introduce to you my friend and yours, Mr. Phil. There's your mic. You don't want to lose it. How are you, honey?
How you doing?
Good to see you.
Yes.
So we have a busy night tonight.
Yes, we do.
It's interesting. It's exciting. I like the challenge of trying to put two guests into one show. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The first thing we're going to do is bring
three guests.
on.
Actually, I forgot
Yes.
this. Yes, this is like our advertisement segment. So
Yes.
advertisement time.
We have an old-time member here.
Yeah. We
somebody
do.
From the original Access 8, dating all the way back to 1994, and we'd like to call
Member
my
of the family.
son, Alan Michael Weiner.
Alan,
Come on
why don't you come on over
down.
here and give us a shout here.
Welcome, everyone.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, yourself?
Oh, good. It's so good to see you. Alan's been with the station for how many years now?
23.
23 years. Look at that. Imagine since he was a little boy.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. Running around probably playing with all the cameras and probably getting his dad mad. But you know what? That's here and there. Now, Alan's here tonight to tell you guys about something very important that we have coming up and very near and dear to his heart as well as ours, which would be...
Yes, in a couple of weeks. I'm not exactly sure the date. You got it.
What's the date?
April 8th, Saturday, April 8th, from 2 in the afternoon until 7 at night. That's a 5-hour telethon.
Yes, and we would greatly appreciate it if everybody digs into their wallets, and just give for the station because it's a great, Try 23 is a great station, and it's just been around for so many years and just so much local talent in the area. And it's just a great place to be.
Yeah.
And we really need everyone's help.
That's right. And you've been in on the telethons every year.
Yes, I have.
You've been here with your mom.
Yes, I have.
Okay, it's your mom and I guess she's always answering the phones.
Always.
We put the whole family to work. Believe me, my husband's in the back in the control room running things or running around to the cameras. Alan's running around whatever it is that we need. He's got it, we've got him doing. And we also have Phil's wife, Alan's mom, back on the phones waiting to take your pledges. And we're really hoping that we get a lot of people this year, a lot of pledges. A lot of this show is, the telethon is local, right? It's
Yes.
local. We don't show in New York City and all that. But you guys are getting the information right now that we are going to have the telethon. So I'm hoping that maybe it sticks in and you might think about it when you're watching the show, maybe to pick up a pen and your checkbook and maybe send in a check for us. If you like our show, if you like what's going on, send something in and support us. And the address here is...
Okay, you make the checks out to Access 23 TV, and it goes to, again, Access 23 TV, Post Office Box 321, Port Jervis, New York, 12771. And you could send in the checks now. You don't have to wait till April 8th, so we get a head start on the telethon.
Exactly.
And also, anybody's invited to come down and see the show and give a donation that day. It's a free show, so come on down, even from other areas. Anywheres that we are broadcasting from. And now we want to welcome Matamoros and Milford, Pennsylvania.
Yes, hello, welcome everybody.
Welcome.
This is our first show going to
in
you.
the state of Pennsylvania. And we want to welcome everybody there from YouTube TV.
Yeah, hi everybody, and it's really so good to have everyone else tuning in and know that Matamoros is now part of our family.
Right.
It's just terrific.
It's another satellite station, and I mean, with YouTube TV, people are now seeing us all over the world.
That's true.
So.
If you like your shows, and you want to tell somebody about it and they don't have the station, tell them to go on their computers at YouTube TV and look up for the Mr. Phil Show.
Yes, and you could all over. So that means we're broadcasting any place. Anybody in the whole country could
That's right.
give us the support.
If you have YouTube, well,
Yes.
that means that actually overseas, if they have YouTube, they can
Right.
get us.
So
It's true.
it's a
Yeah.
so we realize we're now a national and international show.
That's right. Hey, Alan, when you first started with the show, did we have all this stuff? I mean, I'm new to this gig. I mean, I've been
course
here
not.
people just maybe a little over a year or so.
Of course not. We've grown in leaps and bounds.
Like how? What have you seen in your time?
Well, we used to be Access 8.
And
Now we
then-
have more coverage. We're going into parts of Pennsylvania now. My dad's actually has us shown in Manhattan. I'm Manhattan
Right.
Cable.
In Brooklyn.
Right, Brooklyn.
And the Hudson Valley, Time Warner area. So wow, this is going, this show, and especially the way we help new talent and bring them on and give them dreams that they would have never had without us.
Yeah, for those of you in the Matamoros area that are just joining us, just so that you know, our main goal is to get on as much local talent that we can. People that are up and coming have their own original music, and we like to try to give them some time and let them play and let them show you what they have so that you can help them and push them further, because that's what they want to do, or they wouldn't want to be here. We want to get them moving. We want to get us moving. If you are seeing us from CBS TV, hello, hi, how are you?
Right.
And, you know, we'd love to be on your show one day. You could come and be on ours, you know. So, and I know Phil would love to do that. He's done a couple of national shows. We're not going to start discussing all
Right,
those
no,
right now, but,
I've done
you
it.
know, you can definitely look up Mr. Phil and find out what he's done. You can look up the Mary Frost Sings page and see some of the things that I've done. Alan, I think he probably just checks in on our pages.
And Alan's,
That's
he's done some
okay.
national things
He's
too
also
with me.
been right. He's been on national TV with his dad. So we've got a couple of national stars here. So, you know, hopefully you're going to enjoy what you see, and we really enjoy that, you know, you're going to be part of our family now. And for everyone else, please welcome them. And again, as I always say, if you've got any thoughts or any doubts about our show, my address is always posted, and you can email me personally, and I will get it, and I will look at it, and I may even respond to you on the air.
Right. You know, and so we have Matamoros, West Falls, and all the way to Milford. We have all the way to Milford.
All the way to Milford.
And this has been a request
Unbelievable.
for all the times that, you know, we've been here. Milford especially has been asking for my show for years already.
Yeah, as I understand it, we've also already have been into the area with different charities, with Blind Men Driving.
Yes.
They are a band that does a lot of charity situations, and there's been times, I know this summer, my husband and I and Mr. Phil, we've all opened for them one or two times at least.
Yes, quite a few times.
And, you know, they're good friends of ours, and if you ever hear anything about their band, you know, give them a listen. It's another one that would love
Right,
to
and
promote, and it's all for veterans causes, what they do.
Yes, and we also appear at the for them and opened at the Milford Music Festival last summer.
Yes, at the Milford Music Festival. So those people that saw us there and were wondering where'd they come from, now you can watch us.
Right, now you can see it. And right now, the great thing is over there, since they don't have a big schedule, we're on at 10 o'clock Monday through Friday, 5 nights a week.
Wow, 10 o'clock at night.
Yes,
Wow, Monday through Friday. I like that.
yes.
I really like that. It's just going to be the same show? They're going to repeat the same show? Or are we going to just go ahead and give them like the whole, are they getting everything?
They're getting
Or are they
our
getting
new- our
all of
shows
our
off
new
YouTube.
season? Right, okay.
Okay, so right now we're going to get up and do a song together.
All right. Thank you, Alan.
My pleasure.
Okay, just the camera view.
You want to go over there?
Yeah, just bring it down. Okay, good.
This is one from Phil's
Alright.
original
Yes,
from the
number
album. Yes. Soon to be reproduced in another album.
stand by me. Don't let me fall. I love you most of all. Take my hand and hold it so tight. I'll love you for the rest of my life.
I'll take your hand and hold it so tight. I love you for all of my life. Take my hand and hold it so close. I love you just the most. I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you. Stand by you for the rest of my life. I'll stand by you. Stand by you. Stand by you for the rest of my life.
Stand by me.
I'll stand by you.
Don't let me fall.
I won't let you fall.
I love you
And I love you
most of all.
most of all.
Take my hand
I'll take your hand
and hold it so tight.
and hold it so tight. I love you for the rest of my life. I'm by me.
I'll stand by you.
Don't let me
Won't
fall.
let you fall.
I love you
I love you
most of all.
most of all.
Take my hand
I'll take your hand
and hold it so tight. I love you
'cause I love you
for the rest of my
for the rest of my life.
life.
I'll
I'm
stand
by
by
you. I'll stand by you.
I'll
Stand by you for the rest of my life.
I'll
Stand by you.
I'll
Stand by you. Stand by you for the rest of my life. Oh, I love that one. As you get, we get a kick out of singing together.
Oh yeah, the things that we do together.
At this time, we would love to introduce our first guest tonight. She goes by the name of Moochie. And from what I understand, she's got her own radio station, and she's here to talk to us about some of that. Come on over, Moochie. Hi, how are you tonight?
Hi, Miss Mary. How are you?
Good. It's so good to see you.
Mr. Phil,
How are
doing,
you?
Sir? How you doing, sir? Mwah.
Nice to see you again.
How are you today?
Good,
Good.
good. So I'm guessing you know Mr. Phil, and we just got to meet each other and start talking tonight. We discovered some stuff with each other.
First, let me say thank you to Mr. Phil for having me. I met him by accident, but it was on purpose, and it was for a purpose. I met him when I threw a unity visual in the city of Middletown. It was at a point in time where cops, it was cops and people, crime, black crime, white crime, just crime at that time. And I wanted to do something to the community where everybody could come together, the law enforcement and the community. So, and Mr. Phil was there, and he supported, and he was amazing. So I met him there, and ever since then I was trying to get over here. So I'm glad I'm here today. So thank you, Mr. Phil.
Because I belong to the Interfaith Council.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yes, from my synagogue from Temple Sinai in Middletown.
I almost forgot about that. We also did we just did the Martin Luther King at the YMC for the kids. Absolutely.
Yeah, we've done all that.
Yes.
We just had a wonderful concert last Sunday for the Interfaith Council.
Yeah, so Mr. Phil was awesome. So that's how I met him. So I'm excited to be here.
That's so great. It's a radio show that you have.
Yes. So, everybody, I started an online radio station. Named the radio station called Reporting Live 845. We stream nightly, Monday through Friday, 6 at night to 8 at night. You can watch us via Facebook Live, via Ustream TV, via the website www.reportinglive845.info. And it's just a radio show where it gives the people more opportunity to believe in themselves and for their community to believe in them. I've come to the conclusion on this journey that people will go and they will support strangers before they support in-house. Yeah. They'll go out of town to go to a restaurant, and your local restaurant's right here. They'll go out of town to buy some clothing, and we have clothing designers right here. Oh, yeah. So this radio station is more for us to, it's Reporting Live 845. I try to cover the entire Hudson Valley, and I try to spotlight some of those things that people forget. Your son could be an amazing basketball player, but everybody's so focused on Kobe Bryant and Dwayne Wade, they forget that your son is doing amazing. They won't come and pay $3 to see your son play ball, but they'll go pay $130 to go see Kobe. Little things like that. So that's what the point of the radio station is. Every night I talk about positive things. I address real issues. I just addressed last week about Newburgh having a lot of shootings, and we addressed that like people. How do we come to a conclusion? How do we save our streets? I remember Middletown had an issue with the school system about, Black History Month, the watermelon, the chicken. So I decided that I would be the leader, and I would go live, and I would talk to the school board, and I would get the people involved and see what kind of connection or what kind of conclusion we can come, instead of because right now everybody's so angry. Right. So I'm just trying to find a gray line to how to pull people together. So that's all the radio station is about.
That's great, though. It's a nice string to pull everything together nicely for the community, and paired up with our show. I think it's a great start for people to just start seeing what's local. Yes. And know what's local. Yes. And for people to just understand that what we're doing when we put, you'll see our next guest. She's a local talented artist. Yes. And she's got her own music. We're not putting on her show or on ours, we're not putting anybody on to do covers. We're putting people on to do their own original music. So if you see this and you know somebody that knows somebody that can give them a hand, that's what we're hoping. And let's help them make it up.
And as a radio station, I encourage people daily to get your own. Meet a producer. That's work with your own team of people to build you up. Because that's when and not just in music, in anything, that's when you know that you're serious about your craft. Sometimes people don't reach out for help, and then they're stagnant and they're complacent in what they want to do. So if we have people out here, why not spotlight those people? Why put millions of dollars in people that are already rich, and we're trying to raise the next generation of doctors and lawyers and
Absolutely.
artists and clothing designers. So why not invest in them? Why not believe in them? Why not send them a beat for free or once in a while? Like, listen, young lady, I know that you're talented. I believe in you. Listen, let me send you a beat. Or, you know what? I think that you're amazing, young man. So let me give you a free studio time just because I want to work with you. Or, young lady,
Right.
you know me, do me a favor. I have an event. Can you design some clothing for my event because I believe in your talents? I feel people lost that love. So,
That's right. And there's so many locally
Yes.
talented people.
Yes.
Now, I mean, she's saying, get with a producer. There's a lot of people in the area that are capable of being producers. I mean, I took on director of this show, and there's a lot of people that are capable of doing that as well.
right.
The reason I'm here is because Mr. Phil saw me at a karaoke.
Right.
Liked what he saw, and I told him I was interested in this kind of thing.
Right.
And he put me here. It's been over a year, and you know what? We're still going strong. We've become best friends.
How do you feel? Can I ask you a question? How do you feel being on TV? Because I don't know about anybody else. I'm nervous.
Everybody
I'm
says
sweating.
they're
I'm trying to
nervous.
make sure everything. But I'm on TV. Oh my God.
Right, you're used to hiding behind.
on TV.
Yes, you can hide
Let's have a
behind the
moment real
radio.
quick. I am on TV, everybody. Channel 23, yes. But okay, I'm back. Woo, how to get that out? I'm on TV.
Just a slight freak.
But,
Luckily, I've never freaked out like that before. I'm used to public speaking.
Right.
I did a lot of public work with my church, so to me, it's not a stressful thing. It's almost natural and normal for me. But then I've got a big mouth, and I usually speak my mind anyway.
Don't we all women?
That's what we're good at, Sorry, Phil, but we may crowd you out here. It's a women fest here, but no, honestly, we want the men in here as well, the boys, the men, the women, the girls, the children, whoever we can get on our shows, right?
Right.
Listen, I'm looking for the talent. So
That's right.
I wanted to tell everybody because I called Mr. Phil because I really wanted to come here because I was excited about this next venture, Miss Mary, Mr. Phil, and Channel 23 TV. I'm attempting to create history.
Yeah.
Again, everybody knows how I feel about the community and the people in it, and I'm on May 13th, 2017. At the Paramount Theater in Middletown, New York, 17 South Street, Middletown, New York, 10940. I am going to throw the first ever Straight 845 award show. This award show will be happening every year. And when people think award show, Mary, I want them to think the Oscars. I want them to think
right.
the Grammys.
Yes.
I want them to think
Any
MTV.
award that you can
I
get
want
to
them to
boost
think
you,
BET.
that's right.
Anything. And the purpose of the award show is to take a minute each and every year to recognize our models, our clothing designers, our local artists, those people who are involved in the community, those hairdressers, just to let them know, thank you, and we appreciate what you're doing in our community. We
Absolutely.
appreciate that fact that you have a barber shop so I can take my son to your barber shop. I
Yes.
appreciate that you are a hairstylist so I can get all the latest hairdos. I appreciate that, if I don't have money to go buy a Louis bag or a Louis shirt,
That's
that
right.
I can go to one of my fellow brands, Fox brand, Struggle Life, Time is Money brand, and they'll give me a shirt to put on my back. So, and our kids, I appreciate our youth going to
Yes.
class every day. We don't celebrate our children enough. I appreciate you being athletic and going to sports because you could
right.
be in the street selling drugs, you could be doing anything else,
That's
but
right.
you're doing something positive. So this award show, again, is May 13th at the Paramount Theater. And like I said, everything is local. Nobody famous is on this roster. And everybody's like, you're doing the impossible. You should put like Adele on there. Or you should put Usher or somebody up there. Because
Unless they're from this area.
right, so people will come.
Right.
I said,
Yeah.
absolutely not. Because I already have stars here. I have R&B stars. I have rock and roll stars.
That's right.
I have country singing stars. I have whatever kind of stars
We want
Main
the
Street
rest of
have.
the
We have it
country to
already.
notice.
So people that come out to this event not only believe in themselves, but they believe in their community, and the community believe in their talents.
Right.
So that's the point of the award show that I'm attempting to create history with the help of my Straight 4-5 Reporting Live 845 team. And we're gonna do it. It's a red carpet event.
Yes.
Red carpet starts at 5:45.
Right.
The show starts at 7:45.
And we'll be there.
And we're looking to have whatever position that you play in the community, and you're looking for greatness and better, that's the event for you. To recognize your local, recognize your
That's
everyday
right.
people.
So here's a note to all the local mayors of all the local towns.
Yes.
This is the place to be if you
Yes.
want to know who your stars are in your community. It's what did you say? It's May 13th. I mean,
Yes.
come out to the Paramount Theater in Middletown and definitely support this effort.
Yeah.
It's something that's not going to stop because we're not going to stop.
That's right.
And when we get people like Moochie over here that want to keep going, and we're like partners, you know.
Right.
We've got our show, and then we can bring them if they want to on our show. We can refer them to her show. And
We all trying to do the same
she's
thing.
right.
That's
She can
right.
refer any of her guests to our show and put a face to the.
Y'all watching live when y'all come back. Y'all know what to do.
That's right. That's right. They got.
But I just want to just take a minute and shout out the mayor of Middletown, Mayor Joe DeStefano,
Yes.
and the city of Middletown, because they allowed me to have this event. They allowed me to go forth. They did something no one has ever, especially a young lady, especially a young African-American young lady, has ever had the Paramount Theater. So that was an honor in itself.
That's right.
And then for him to let me go in and do what I envisioned to do, that's an honor within itself. So to the mayor of Middletown, to the BID department, and to the entire city officials in Middletown, I appreciate it. I'm excited, and I hope everybody else is getting excited.
Kudos
about
to
it.
you guys. I mean,
Yes,
it's just absolutely wonderful.
So,
It's unheard of.
What's exciting to me to be part of is that one of the stars from that show started with me.
yes, Emma.
Emma Billius
Yes.
started with me on this show 4 years ago, and look where she is now. I mean, she has her picture on the magazine. She has an advertisement in the subway in New York.
She has she's a platinum selling artist in California.
Yeah, in California.
Wow.
And
Yes.
this
I didn't know
started
that one.
off
Okay.
this show 4
Yes.
years ago.
The Mr. Phil show.
That's
Yes.
right, and all because somebody saw her there and it got interested. That's what it's about.
That's all it's
Right.
about.
Oh.
Nothing more, nothing less.
And
That's
that was
right.
4 years ago. I mean, before we had, Mr. Phil and Mary.
Yeah.
So just imagine now we get somebody on here, what we could
That's
do.
right. We've been doing a lot since I've just come on board. We've been doing a lot. And Phil and I alone together have been going out and scouting so many areas.
Right.
Open mic nights. We do a lot of open mic nights and karaoke for ourselves because
Yeah.
we have fun. But, while we're out having fun, we meet these new people like our next guest that you'll see. And it's just so much fun because all of a sudden now, hey, we've got another friend.
Right.
And another person to add to our family for 23.
That's right.
It's
And-
great.
And now it's not just the young people anymore. Now it's older
right.
people.
Yeah, like me.
I mean, let's put it this way. We have people of all ages coming on here now.
That's
I mean,
true.
and
That's
that would be something. Let's say somebody comes on our show and they're, up there in their 60s. They come on this show, and from this show they get picked up to something else.
That's
and,
right.
besides the young people, somebody older really gets.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
look at me.
yeah.
I mean, we talked at karaoke, and now I'm here, and I'm doing this, and I've been doing this, and it's something I've been wanting to do my whole life. Had to wait till I was over 50, but that's okay. That's okay. Those of you who heard it, that's all right, because you know what? I've still got plenty of life and plenty of time, and I got
Right.
plenty of gusto to give you.
Right.
So I hope that everybody that sees it is going to have me do something for them.
Right.
And I hope that I'll be able to do something with Moochie. That'd be so
Listen, I'm all about teamwork makes the dream work. That's what I always say. Get involved.
That's
So
right.
As long as we're
we're
involved.
sounds like we're sisters at heart when
Oh,
it
yeah.
comes to community and raising awareness and letting people know, hey, you know what? We've got our own local celebrities.
Yes, we do. And what was really something was Mary and I were together for 6 months, and then we started, she came on the show in February. We were in New York City, and we were at the NBC Olympic
Oh, the
previews,
Olympic
and we got
previews.
interviewed on there, and they recognized us.
Yes, they did. So somebody there, because we're on in Manhattan and Brooklyn,
Yes.
they noticed us. So, I think we might drag you around a little bit. You're going to be our new face. You can be our radio, but radio with a face now. Look at this. When you hear Moochie on the radio,
listen.
You're going to say, hey, wait a minute. I think I saw her on Mr. Phil. Could have looked back and go, oh my God, I was so
right. I was
nervous.
on TV. That's the Access TV. I'm on my way, everybody. No, I'm just joking.
All her friends and family are watching, right?
But I did things. So I'm glad I was here today, Mr. Phil, Miss Mary. Thank you guys for having me.
It's an honor to be with you at the Paramount Theater with us.
I look forward to it.
This is going to be so much fun.
It is. For everybody that doesn't know, red carpet starts again at 5:45. The show starts at 7:45. General admission tickets are $30. VIP